What is up, my fellow nerds? Welcome back. We are once again doing another episode of Reckless Speculation, where we comment on the news and the rumors of the day. Big rumor is out, huge rumor is out that the MCU is dumping Jonathan Majors' Kang character for maybe a Mads Mikkelsen Dr. Doom. And also, Pedro Pascal might be getting a role of Reed Richards out of this. So, Gecko, the biggest Doctor Doom stan I know. What do you think of this? True, false? Do you want it to be true, false? And what do you think of Pedro Pascal?
Oh man, oh, this is a hard one, Tony, because I love Doctor Doom, and then the
Mm-hmm.
actor they're talking about, I think he's perfect for the
Mm-hmm.
role, Um, but damn, somehow I feel like it's a cheap way to take out Cam, but at the same time, if they do it well, it could work because if we me and you obviously we read these comics, we read multiple, and how does always every story with Kang leads to, he always leads somehow to Doctor Doom. So somehow I want it to be true because I think it's a nice passing of, okay, we got you. It wasn't Kang the whole time, the one in charge, it was Doom. Even though we know why they're doing it, or we think we know where they're doing it, because I obviously don't think they're doing it because that was always the plan. I just think, Tony.
Okay. Rumor is it that the higher ups, including Bob Iger, does not matter what happens in Jonathan Major's trial. They want him recast or completely cut the character. So they pulled rank on Kevin Feige and said, figures this out. But it does look like Jonathan Majors is gone as Kang. And he has no problem if they want to pivot to Doom, he will support it. That's the big rumor. Go ahead, finish your thought.
Um, and it sucks because, like I said, I think I liked it what Jonathan Major was bringing to the table, um, with Kang, and somehow I still feel we might see Kang, just not as the big role they have planned for him. Because like I said, I always see Kang leading to Doom, and I think it'll be nice. I think it'll be nice. I think I, you know, come on, let's be honest. We already seen some of his tech there, like the portal thing and
Hmm.
whatnot. And that's Doctor Doom. Um, so it'll be nice, you know. But they have to bring it in, perfect. I don't want them to just like, oh hey, bye, and no, no, no. Give me a story where you're leading me out, and it's believable. Because if you're just gonna swap and bring, it's something that's gonna really piss a lot of people off. So I want the proper respect for Doom, and when he finally makes his appearance, it's the Doom that I always wanted, and probably 99% of other fans will have wanted a Doom that's menacing. And like you said, the actor already sounded perfect. Like, I think that the way that guy talks and everything sounds menacing. So I would actually love a Doom by Matt. What was his name?
Mags Mikkelsen.
There you go. I would love a Doom by him. Pedro Pascual.
Before
I,
you get there, second rumor is that the director of the Kang Dynasty, the right, had quit. The writer was fired, and that Marcus and McFeely, who did Civil War, Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Endgame, are rumored to be brought back. This is from Jeff Snyder. So it looks like the Kang character has totally been, it looks like, totally being
yeah.
gotten written up. That's the second rumor. Sorry, go ahead and jump to Pedro
No, and
Pascal before we get sleepy in here.
okay. And to be honest, I honestly think, with the little things I have read out there and whatnot, I feel like yes, it is true. They already that Kang is done, and I seen rumors that they might switch the Kang Dynasty. Is not It won't be named Kang Dynasty no more. It'll have a
Yep.
different name, something with Doom. So let's see what happens. About Pedro Pascual, I like the actor.
But
I don't want him to be Reed Richards. That's just my thought. And I'm torn on this because I like the actor. I like the actor. Like I said, I like the actor. It's just I, I don't feel him like Reed Richards, man. To be honest, it doesn't feels like it doesn't give me that Reed Richard vibe. Like I could probably cast him on other roles, but not the Reed Richard. Now, hey, once I see the movie, I might be surprised and be like, "Oh shit, yeah, no, he's the best." But I feel like he ain't the perfect casting. Now he's a good actor, and I think he'll do good. Just my opinion. I, I'm not feeling Pedro Pascal as Rich Richard. Plus, the guy's a little prima donna, so yeah. Well, yeah, whatever. Go.
Sleepy Kang being switched out for Doom, and then finish it with Pedro Pascal.
All right, Kang to Doom, I think, is a cop out, and they're Disney doing what Disney does best, what they did with Johnny Depp. Of course, they're removing people before they remove people. They remove people before it's needed. Um, I'm just kidding. Fucking, my personal opinion is for them to go from Kang to Doom, they would need to skip a lot of fucking backstory to get there. I feel like they would have to actually take Kang, write it out to get to Doom before they actually just straight up give us Doom, because then they're rushing it. Then it's not going to be a good product. I don't know the actor, but I've seen him. I've listened to his voice. He does sound menacing as hell. So
You
I
do
feel
know
like he
the
would be
actor.
from where? Because I don't remember him. I don't remember
Ah,
him. I
what
got
show?
short memory loss.
Ahsoka.
Who did he play in Ahsoka?
Gecko.
Please, just help me.
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Tron.
Thank
Tron.
you.
That's
Thrawn.
Thank you.
Tron.
Thank you. It was that simple. I don't remember. I don't know actors by their names or what they look like out of costume. I don't care about celebrities like that. I'm sorry, but knowing that was Thrawn, yes, he is the perfect Doctor Doom. Yeah, he definitely fits that role. Um, but for as far as that whole situation is, I'm also seeing that rumors is that he's not being replaced as well. So it's difficult to really make a strong opinion on that without knowing if it's actual rumor or if it's just bullshit that we've gone through 1,000 times with every single Marvel movie. Oh, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. Oh yeah, those rumors were false 20 minutes later. Like it always happens that way. Like someone will see one thing and then boom, they'll spin it out of control. So it's hard, and I'm like on the fence with it, but I'm okay with switching to Doctor Doom as long as it's done right. Doom deserves that respect. Doom deserves that actual entrance. Like we didn't just for lack of a better analogy, we didn't just get Grand Admiral Thrawn. We build up to it. Since now I know who this guy is, because I looked it up. It wasn't even in the Google thing because I was trying to remember the name. And Ahsoka didn't even come up for me. I'm kind of upset about that. But overall, the Kang the Doom switch, I feel like it's just Disney being Disney, running away from controversy that most likely he will win. But it's what Disney does. They are for children. They make movies for children. They're not going to have what's it called? Fucking, I
I'm not
love this
going there.
recording software. I love this
I'm.
recording software, dude. Dude, the
I am
fucking
not
the
going
amount of
there.
things we can do is hilarious. Um, fucking Marvel doing what Marvel does best, getting rid of good characters. So I'm not really surprised, even if they would do it. It's just what Marvel does at this point. Moving on to Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. I'm with Gecko on this. I love Pedro. Hands down, one of the goats of our generation. He's one of the greatest. Hands down. but I don't see him as Reed Richards. He plays more of funny roles, like where you need that humor. Whereas Reed Richards is a genius who literally has so much plot that you need to get through. And I don't think Pedro Pascal is gonna be so hands-on with that versus wanting to go do other movies and other shoots where it's gonna ruin his time to actually focus on this Reed Richards character, which is the center, along with Sue Storm of the Fantastic Four. I just don't see Pedro Pascal as the type. I mean, he looks good in the suit. I can't lie. He looks great in the suit. But I don't know if I want to see stretchy head Pedro Pascal. Stretchy head Pedro Pascal haunts me in my dreams, bro. Go ahead, Tony. Rip me.
Wow.
Please.
First off, Gecko, we'd like to welcome the new member, Sleepy, because I don't know who this is. Today I do not know who this is. Second Chope is really just bringing this man out of his shell.
I'm telling you, Tony.
Yeah, we need more of this.
Behind camera, before you logged in, this guy was killing it. I'm telling you.
Wow. And as for the Kang versus Doom, I'd rather them finish the Kang storyline. Just recast a different actor. I agree. Because his legal problems are not going away anytime soon, and despite Sleepy's monologue there, this is about selling tickets and selling toys. At the end of the day, this is a business, and they have to sell product. Johnny Depp is so hot right now, no one really wants to touch him. Doesn't matter if you think he's innocent or guilty. In the day, they have a business to run. Go ahead.
He was the fucking villain in the first Doctor Strange.
No, that's his brother.
It popped up for him though.
Yeah. But back to what I was
Sorry,
saying.
I
get it. You support Johnny Depp, but in the end, Disney has to sell tickets. Disney has to sell toys, action figures. And if Jonathan Majors becomes too hot, you have to fire him. No one is going to support you. Just ask Will Smith. How he went from a squeaky clean image to has totally lost his career right now, whereas no one will touch him. On the Pedro Pascal, I don't really think he's that good an actor. In The Mandalorian, you really didn't see his face the first 2 seasons. All you did was basically hear his voice. But I don't see what he's really done that good of stuff. So hope that's why I don't want to see him in there. But I think in the bigger scope, you have to get the Fantastic Four movie correct after the 3 to 4 shit shows we've already gotten and a horrible cartoon from the early 90s. The Fantastic Four casting has to be perfect. And it isn't just Reed Richards. You got to get all 4 correct. And this will be Kevin Feige's biggest job, I think, is to get the Fantastic Four right. And I'm not convinced he can do it after seeing Secret Invasion and She-Hulk. I really think that casting has to be nailed. I know he got Miss Marvel perfect. Iman Vellani is the perfect Miss Marvel. To go from comics to the TV to movies, that is perfect. He failed miserably on Brie Larson because people hate her fucking guts. I get it, her political views have basically made her hatred, but he totally failed on that one, and he went cheap. He should have hired someone else. So when he cast the Fantastic Four, it's got to be on point when he cast it, the chemistry when they announce him at Comic-Con, when they come out on stage next summer for Comic-Con, all of that has to be perfect. This will be his most important casting where he may wish he had already joined Star Wars if he fucks this up. So this will decide everything he does. So, and I don't think Pedro Pascal is the one. And though I thought Adam Driver should be cast in the movie, I see him more as Dr. Doom than I do as Reed Richards as well. But it looks like Marvel went cheap on money. That's why him and certain others have backed out. You had a question, Sleepy?
Oh no, it was just for when you guys were done speculating. I was going to ask, who would you personally want casted as Reed Richards? Like, who would
Yeah.
you want in that role personally as a fan cast?
Oh, easily. Matt Damon. He won't do it, but it's Matt Damon. I want Matt Damon somewhere in the MCU, but he already said he won't do it. They have been begging him to play a role. He won't do it. I would take Matt Damon.
All right.
I'm already was happy with the little 15-second of spaghetti man in Doctor Strange. That was my casting for Reed Richards. So I already got my casting.
His name is John Krasinski.
Siski, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same
He
way.
to me,
I'm the same way.
I'll be honest, I already had my fan cast. So I just feel like, look, I know we're not getting John Krasinski. I know we're not. And that's okay.
Him and his wife, Emily Blunt. Yeah.
To me, they were the perfect casting. And the fact you rather get Pedro Pascal really tells me something. Like you know what? Just them mentioning Pedro Pascal for Reed Richards makes me think like I don't have faith on who's gonna be the thing in Human Torch. Even though I'm hearing Joseph Quinn for Human Torch.
Yeah.
And I like the kid. You know who Joseph Quinn is, right? Yeah.
No, Sleepy does.
Let me go look because I
Sleepy does.
I don't know actors by their names.
Since we're doing this, let us stick with this Fantastic Four. What about the rumors of Javier Bardem as Galactus? Because I could see him also playing Dr. Doom.
Yeah, but I don't know. See, you know.
What I don't want is a female Silver Surfer. That's also been out there. I do not want that. If they say that, I'm out.
Yeah, I
do not want Mila Kunis as a female thing. On the original team, you can do the she thing down the line in a sequel or two, but if she starts off as a female version of Ben Grimm, I'm out. Okay, Sleepy?
As a person who enjoyed She-Hulk, don't do that again. Please. If y'all didn't learn your lesson the first time, please.
No.
This is your one and only warning as a stan of She-Hulk. Don't fucking do it. Don't change canon characters for nothing.
With all due respect to She-Hulk, Gecko remembers this. There was a rumor back in the day that Jennifer Lopez was one of their fan casts.
Yeah.
I would have loved to seen that.
Yeah,
I know she won't do it because she's too big of a diva and a star, but that would have been great.
I remember the rendering, the rendering with her. Dude, she looked amazing as She-Hulk. Yeah, I remember that, Tony. That was huge. I just feel like with the Fantastic Four, anything could mess it up. And right now with the casting, I agree with what you say, Tony. I feel like he's gonna have to be perfect and not be weird about this casting. Galactus, I feel like doesn't have to be. Certain characters could hold off with the casting, but you have to really give that good impression when you announce this four cast. Which will be. They got out there. I forgot I didn't save it, but they got out there.
Think about it.
Rumors.
When you do Johnny Storm, you got to do a hot, sexy guy. So it's got to be one of the hot, young, up-and-coming actors who I couldn't tell you by name. The Thing could be anybody because it's motion capture. It just has to be a man to me. But you've also got to get Sue Storm and Reed Richards perfect because they got to have great chemistry. That's why I know John Krasinski and Emily Blunt would have been great, but we already know they're not taking it. That's why I bring up Matt Damon because I know he won't take it. But he would be great as a bunch of different characters. And one of these days we're going to do an all-out Marvel fan casting where we fan cast every character we want to see going forward. That's a future podcast. We'll do that. We'll cast the X-Men. We'll recast the Avengers around Secret Wars. Sleepy.
So it's a fan casting. If I say
no,
Vin
right.
Diesel is Superman, I don't want to hear it.
No. I will come over there and strip you live on national podcast TV so everybody can see you do the dance right there. No.
You do the Macarena.
No. No, but I do have a role for Vin Diesel in the MCU. But it wouldn't.
Ooh, I would love to see
But
that one.
but that's a future podcast. And once again, if you like the stuff that we do here, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and if you do share, comment, you're listed in our PS5 giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. We have a lot of other stuff on the channel like top fives, reckless speculation, video game play, more to come in the new year about a certain channel in Espanol. But remember, Sleepy will do a Macarena dance when I get my Super Bowl pick right, and it's right now halfway through the season. It's coming. He is saying yes. He's not saying cap. He is saying yes, yes, yes. Deuces, nerds.